Hello and welcome to another video from the Craft Ninja. Today we'll be creating planner charms using shrink plastic and digital files from Teresa Collins Studio. And here are some of the supplies that you will be using. First, you're going to need some permanent markers, a heat tool, a hole punch, some pre-cut flowers, a printed flower, and of course your shrink film. I'm just going to tape the shrink film in place so it doesn't move around while I'm tracing it. I'm just going to use a black marker. Any black permanent marker will do. And I'm just going to trace over all of these thick black lines. I kind of want a graphic look to my end result. Now it's time to color a flower. Now, one thing to remember when you are using shrink film is that when you color something, the color will get darker, so you don't necessarily need to color the whole thing. Right in here, I'm trying some colorless blenders. It doesn't seem to be working, so we're not going to do that. I'm just going to draw some lines. This red marker is actually a little dry, but it works. Onto the green leaves. And time to cut it out. First I did a rough cut and now I'm doing a closer cut. Oops! Oh well. There we go, 2 are done. Now we're going to punch a hole with a 3/16 inch hole, and now we're going to start coloring our flowers. These look really big, but they really will shrink down to a much smaller size. And I'm going to color the middle, the stamens of the flower, in this lovely gold to go with that peachy pink. Again, 3/16 of an inch. We're going to punch the middle of the flower because I want to kind of string them all together to a layered flower. All the rest of my things are too big. I'm going to use my big chomper, and I'm going to use the 3/16 inch hole again. All right, let's get started. There's the heat tool, it's going, and oh no, this really is not working. When shrink film touches itself, it sticks to itself. I haven't really used shrink film that much, so this is a learning process and y'all get to come along. All right, I had to stop my project because it wasn't working. I'll link below the website that I found that gave me the information that I needed. So we're going to start round 2. All right, you can see below is the carnage. We're going to start with some new ones. All right, I'm going to find a hole for this lovely flower. I didn't make the same mistakes cutting it as I did last time. We're baking it in the oven at 350. You're going to put a parchment sheet down on your cookie sheet. You're going to put your shrink plastic on top of that, another layer of parchment paper on top of that, and then I put an oven rack over the top of it to kind of keep it from curling too much. And voila, look, you have a lovely flower that's done. Now these kind of overlapped in the oven, so I'm just going to try to hit it with a heat tool to kind of make it more translucent instead of the opaque white. And look, all the other pieces turned out really well. I'm so happy. But we're not done yet. I think I want some dimension to these stamen. Now I just put the stamen on the edge on the back of a handle, and I'm just heating it until it gets warm enough so the stamen bend down, and I'm just fanning it off. And there we go, a nice 3D effect when we put it all together. All right, we're going to start off first by taking a head pin and stringing a bead on it and then putting that through all the pieces of the flower. I'm using some rounded pliers to create not a wrapped loop, but just a loop that kind of goes around a few times. I'm trimming it so I can make it go around and curling it towards the flowers to pull everything tight so it doesn't move around too much. Alright, now I'm going to take a jump ring, attach it to that wrapped loop, attach it to the back of the flower, and then I detached a portion of the chain which I will attach to that jump ring. When you open a jump ring and you open a non-soldered chain, make sure to twist forward and back and not pull apart. I attached a lobster clasp on the other end of the chain, and look, it fits in your beautiful Franklin planner. So gorgeous. Also works in your happy planner. So cute as well. Alright, and here we're going to use our bold flower. Here we're going to open the jump ring, attach it through the hole, also put the lobster clasp on, close it up, and there we go, we have another charm. Here is our final project. Here are a few beauty shots of them. I hope y'all enjoyed this project. I know, I definitely learned a lot along the way. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on all things social, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!